Hello, darkness, my old friend. You've come to talk with me again. Sens lose 3-2 to the Detroit Red Wings. Really? Coming into the game, you had a chance to close the gap from 4 points to 2 with a game in hand on the Wings. But instead, you go on to give up an early goal, then with the game tied, give up a penalty shot, and then go on to lose. And just like that, you now sit 6 points behind the Wings, remain in last place, and are 3 points behind second last New Jersey. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Let's just get into lineup changes. Mark Borowiecki took a shot off the foot during the Sens' loss to the Canes on Tuesday, and he didn't make the trip as he awaited an MRI. With Boro unavailable, the Sens recalled Darren Archibald, who was returned to Belleville on Wednesday, and Cody Golubeff. Needing to add one of them to the lineup, Boucher returned to the well once again and went back to 11 forwards and 7 defensemen as Golubeff played in his second game as a Sen. Anders Nilsson got his 4th straight start and goal as Craig Anderson missed another game while dealing with an eye injury suffered on Monday. Andy did make the trip, but did not dress, as Gustafsson served as Nilsson's backup for the 2nd straight game. And with Captain Keith in the crowd, it didn't take long for Brady to leave his mark on the game, as Tkachuk got in a fight with Jonathan Ericsson less than 7 minutes in. A few minutes after that, the Sens have their first glorious chance, but DeZingle can't convert. The Sens' third leading scorer leads a 2-on-1, skates right down Broad Street, goes backhand, forehand, backhand, and completely dekes out Howard. With the net empty, DeZingle tries to tuck it in, but completely misses the net, and the game stays tied, 0-0. That miss would prove huge, too, as the Wings would respond. Andreas Athana-See-You receives a pass from Anthony Mantha at the Sens' blue line, and he races in one-on-one against Max Lajoie. Athana-See-You, who can really fly, blows by Lajoie, cuts across the net, and tucks the puck in far side by the outstretched pad of Anders Nilsson to give the Wings a 1-0 lead. This is a tough one. The Sens were in fine position. This was just a case of Athana-See-You being way too fast. The Sens need to be more aware and need to do a better job of managing the space, but that's not a terrible goal to give up. The Sens try to respond, as Rudolf Balcers has an excellent chance in front, but his shot goes off the post, and the Wings stay in front 1-0. Finally, with under 4 minutes to play, the Sens get on the board. Colin White wins the faceoff back to the point to Thomas Chabot. He fires a shot towards the goal, it doesn't get through, bounces off a few players, including Colin White's stick, before landing on the stick of Tkachuk. He makes no mistake on the rebound, fires it into the net, and the Sens and Wings are tied at 1. What a classic Tkachuk goal. Go to the net and collect the garbage. That's Tkachuk's 2nd goal in 4 games, and both were a result of rebounds. When Tkachuk is going to the net like that, and having the puck look like that, he has success, and it was nice to see him have the success on this one. Unfortunately, not even a minute and a half later, Athana-See-You gets free again. He blows by Chabot and Jarosz in the neutral zone, receives a pass from Glendening, and races in all alone. Jarosz hauls him down, and for the 2nd time in 4 games between the two teams, Athana-See-You has a penalty shot. After being stopped by Anderson in Ottawa earlier this year, Athana-See-You moves in on Nilsson, goes 5-hole, and gives the Wings a 2-1 lead. Not much blame to assign on Nilsson on this one. As for the defenders, yes, Athana-See-You is fast, but either Chabot or Jarosz has to see Athana-See-You streaking through the middle, and they have to try to follow him. Neither one of them seemed all that concerned about it until it was too late. Hopefully that's lesson learned, and we don't see Athana-See-You flying in all alone anymore. That goal would stand up as we get to the end of the first, with the Wings still in front, 2-1. After both goalies keep their team in it with some solid saves, including a Nilsson stop on Mantha on a breakaway, the Sens finally get another one and finally pull into another tie with the Wings. Balcers feeds Duchesne in the neutral zone, and he wheels into the wing zone with all kinds of open space in front of him. Ericsson moves over to play him, Duchesne rockets a wrister by the blocker of Howard, and with 6:22 to go in the 2nd period, the Sens and Wings are tied at 2. What a shot! The Sens keep pressing, Balcers has an excellent chance, wheels into the middle of the ice, fires a shot that beats Howard, but not the post, keeping the Sens and Wings tied at 2, as Balcers hit his 2nd post in 2 periods. And for the 2nd time in the game, a missed Sens opportunity comes back to bite them. Just 20 seconds later, Dylan DeMello turns the puck over behind the goal to Darren Helm. He feeds a wide open Franz Nielsen in front. He fires one by the glove of Anders Nilsson, and for the third time in the game, the Wings have the lead. Wow. I don't even know what else to say. Just wow. We stay 3-2 for the Wings heading to the third, as the Sens look to pull into a tie. The Sens have some chances in the third, but can't beat Howard. The Wings don't add another, and skate away with a 3-2 win. Despite outshooting the Wings 28-15 over the final 2 periods, the Sens did not do a good enough job of making life difficult for Howard, and for the second time in 2 weeks, he stole a win for the Wings. Let's just get into good news, bad news. Obviously, it wasn't a great night for the Sens, as they lost, but it wasn't awful. And despite the game-winning goal being a result of a turnaround, the Sens actually did a pretty good job of managing the puck last night. And that is the good news. Over the course of the whole game, the Sens turned the puck over just 8 times. 8 giveaways in a hockey game isn't all that bad. In fact, less than 3 a period is actually pretty good. Sure, like I mentioned, DeMello's turnover did end up in the back of their net, but you're not going to be perfect. No team is perfect. There are going to be turnovers. It's just too bad DeMello's was where it was, when it was. But the Sens actually did a pretty good job of managing the puck last night, and that is the good news. Now, for the bad news. I'm actually going to be a little easy on the Sens today. They couldn't bury the chances they had, and that is the bad news. Ryan Dzingel had an excellent chance in the first period, but couldn't finish what he started. Balcers hit the post in the first period, and then followed that up by hitting the post again in the second period. Stone had some chances. The Sens had a couple scrambles in front of Howard, but it didn't seem to matter what was going on. Despite having the chances, the Sens couldn't bury those chances, and that is the bad news. Next up, the Sens head to Winnipeg for an all-Canadian Hockey Night in Canada battle against the Winnipeg Jets. The contest would be the second straight Saturday meeting between the two teams, with Ottawa winning 5-2 at home last Saturday. The Jets come in as by far the better team though, as they sit tied for second overall in the NHL with 75 points, 28 more than the Sens. Yes, you heard that right, 28. Laurent Brossoit had a tough night in their last meeting against the Sens, so scoring 5, it won't come as easily in this one. Get to the net and put pressure on whichever goalie the Jets elect to start. See you Saturday night.